Greetings and welcome to another Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Battle Report. Today sees me using the Adeptus Astartes, or Space Marines, namely my Black Templars, against Charles, this time using his Hunter Clades, so the new Adeptus Mechanicus kill team, which we just saw released in last month's White Dwarf. So we get to see how this new custom kill team faces up against the Compendium kill team. Before we get into things, please remember to like and subscribe, as well as comment down below what you thought of the battle report and, well, what you'd like to see in the future. Do you think the Hunter Clades are good, or do you actually prefer the current Forge World kill team instead from the Compendium? Now, before we get into the battle report, the mission today we are playing is, what was it called? Master the Terminal, so mission 3.3. And we actually don't like this mission. We think it's actually really imbalanced because there's only 4 objectives and they're numbered 1 to 4. And basically, depending on the number of the objective, on that turning point, you can't score that objective. So for example, on turning point 1, you can't score objective 1. Now, the biggest issue with this mission is that the attacker decides which objective turns off first, and then you alternate with the defender. So the problem is the attacker basically picks the defender's closest objective, turns it off, and gets a first turn advantage. And the problem with this mission is once you snowball ahead, it's almost impossible to catch up without TAC-ops. So it's really imbalanced, especially for elite high APL teams such as, well, Custodes. So yeah, we're not a fan of this mission. We've played it a lot, but we wanted to show it off on stream, and we thought, well, it'd be an interesting way to show how flawed the mission is. Like, we've got our own house rule fixes, how we think you could fix it. Like, I think our biggest one is let the defender pick the first objective to turn off, because that would actually shake things up, or add a 5th central objective, something like that. It's a cool concept. I think it's just the weakest mission in the core book. As for the kill teams, well, I'm using, as I said previously, my Black Templars Adeptus Astartes tactical squad. So this is basically, I've got a sergeant with a power fist who is, well, a sword brother. Then I also have a gunner with a plasma gun, a missile launcher, heavy gunner, and then 3 bolt gun Space Marines. Now this is actually from my Black Templar collection, because the Black Templars were my second Warhammer 40,000 army, and I just wanted to show them off partly because they're getting a new army book soon, which is awesome. But yeah, otherwise I probably would have chosen a heavy bolter instead, and I wanted to test out the power fist because even though I'd prefer the power weapon, I like the idea of if my sergeant charges into a normal Adeptus Mechanicus trooper, he's going to kill them in one hit. So it makes him charging in and not taking damage better, because otherwise I probably would have just gone with the power weapon. But I wanted to see how it was. And the other big thing which I'll touch upon here is the stratagem rule, which is only in death does duty end. So you'll see it play effect in the mission, but it's currently, due to the wording, very strong. So if you're out of activations and someone kills one of your Marines, and then you play this tactical stratagem, you stay, well, that Marine stays in action until your next activation. Now, if you get to Overwatch is not an activation. So basically that Marine will live until your first activation in your first activation for the next turning point. So you can have a Marine who's dead stand around contesting points, who can't be killed because he will only be removed at the end of your activation. So you can do some stupid things with that already, such as, like, as I said, contesting an objective while dead. But the other big thing is, when we played at the Warhammer World Tournament, the way they ruled it is if you charged with the Marine that you'd use only in death does duty end on, if they fought in combat, instead of just the moment they take a hit, they're incapacitated, they will keep fighting even if they just keep taking damage. So for example, you charge in, roll 4 hits, you're fighting someone with 3 hits. You hit them for 4, they hit you for 3 and go, oh, you're dead. You're like, nope, because of how it's ruled, I just keep going. So they have to try and out-parry you. And while we don't necessarily agree that's the correct way to play it, that's how it was ruled. And while it was just for that event, that's what we're going to go off of, and it will probably change if we ever get an FAQ. But that's the key thing to remember. It's probably the only saving grace for this kill team, because bolter drill is really good, but your bolt guns are just okay. And the missile launcher has, a suspensor system, so it can move and shoot, or only move up to red, so 6 inches. But it's better than nothing. So it'll be interesting to see how the tactical squad does, because I actually rate it quite well. So we'll see if the righteous zeal of my Black Templars carries me forward. As for Charles, he is using his Hunter Clade kill team. So he's effectively using 4 assassins, 2 gunners, a leader, what do you call it, a ranger leader, then 2 normal rangers, and basically a ranger with one of the items. So it's quite confusing for me because I don't have the White Dwarf to hand. But effectively, it's what he would run normally, but they have more rules. And so he has 4 assassins with 4 power weapons, and they have the stub carbines, which are, basically the submachine guns, which are really good. They have ceaseless, and they have 4 shots. And the interesting thing with Hunter Clades, his rangers, if you're within white of them, you count as being injured. And their guns go from 2/3 damage with rending to 2/4 damage with rending. And they get a lot of stratagems based off of that. And the leader can make 2 operatives activate after the other. So you can do really crazy combinations, or just 1-2 combos if they're group activation too. So you get a lot of flexibility. The biggest flaw we find is you lose TACOP selection. So if you run basically a Sakaran team and a ranger fire team together, you can have the access to all 4 TACOP archetypes. But with the Hunter Clades, you only get access to recon and seek and destroy, and you really miss security. And we feel that's more of a balancing factor, but we wanted to show that off. So it's the trade-off of getting more special rules and abilities at the loss of TACOP flexibility and power, because I think the Hunter Clades would probably be quite broken if they had access to security, but, we'll see. We'll see how Charles does. And then finally, for the Killzone, we're once again battling on Octarius, while the Black Templars are on a mini crusade, breaking off to chase down whatever orc remnants they find. They've accidentally stumbled upon another roaming Adeptus Mechanicus security force, this time the Hunter Clades. Now, they are both fighting over ancient holy archetype. The Black Templars see them as holy relics that they must defend for the chapter, whereas the Adeptus Mechanicus Hunter Clades have unwanted guests for for technology they want to keep for themselves. So who will win? The righteous, pure Black Templars, or the sneaky but, technologically sound Hunter Clades of the Adeptus Mechanicus? Only one will emerge victorious. Oh, hello everybody, I'm John again. I'm using Space Marines today against Charles with your Hunter Clades, right?
Yeah, so we're giving the Hunter Clades a test using my existing Forge World team. So there's a couple of things that's slightly different because you can't do them in a Hunter Clade that you could do in a Forge World team. So I have my old Infiltrator leader, who's actually just going to be a normal Infiltrator, but with the same weapon combo, which is fine. And I have a Vanguard leader, who you can't have a arc pistol and a power weapon on him anymore. So I'm keeping the arc pistol, and he's going to have a taser goad, but the model still has a power weapon.
Cheating, that's fine. And then I'm using a tactical squad, so I have a leader with a power fist, a gunner with a plasma gun, a heavy gunner with a missile launcher, and then 3 bolt guns. And then for equipment, my heavy gunner has a suspensor system, so he can move up to red and shoot. And then my one of my tactical marines has an Auspex, and the other 2 bolter marines have frag grenades.
And on my side, so the actual on my side, the actual kill team is 4 infiltrators, 3 with power weapons, 1 with the taser goad. They all have sub carbines. A dictat, ranger dictat. So he's the one who can give an AP. A Vanguard Surveyor who has the Omnispecs, who allows you to ignore obscuring. two Ranger Gunners, one with an arc rifle, one with a plasma, one normal Vanguard, Stormtrooper, I think they're called, and a Vanguard Leader. And that's what I've got. And equipment-wise, the Dictat has the item, the Command Uplink, which gives you, for 2 AP, you can gain 1 CP. My single Vanguard has Enriched Rounds, which increases his normal damage by 1. And the Leader has a Retract Field, so he has a 4-up invulnerable save.
All right, so now we've done that. Then we just do the scouting phase.
Yes.
So, laser. Reveal at the same time. One dice is fortified, 2 is recon, and 3 is 2 is infiltrate, 3 is recon.
Yeah.
Cool. I picked mine. So on 3, 2, 1.
2. Yep. So I've chosen infiltrate. John's chosen recon.
So I knew you were going to pick infiltrate, but I need the dash.
I'm also going to spend my second CP because in the deployment step with Hunter Clades, I spent 1 CP to deploy an infiltrator operative up to. Well, it has to be within triangle of a piece of heavy cover and outside of Pentagon red of the enemy drop zone or enemy operatives. So I spent 1 of my pre-game CP to deploy infiltrator here, and I'm spending my second CP on the stratagem, which is pursuers. So if I selected the recon, I can do 2 dashes with. Well, I can do a free dash with 2 ranger operatives. Or if I selected infiltrate, I can also, as long as changing one person's order, I can also change 2 other rangers' orders as well. So in my turn, I can change 3 of my orders from conceal to engage.
Cool. So then I do my 3-inch dash now. Well, my blue dash.
Right.
Okay. So then. Well, who would you like to go?
I won the initiative because it was 2 to. I had picked 2. You picked 1.
So after selecting drop zones, we need to do the objective because we are playing mission 3.3.
Yeah.
Master the terminal. So there's only 4 objectives, and because I'm the attacker, we basically take turns deciding which ones are inactive. So for turning point 1, I'm going to make that objective 1. So
does it start with the defender? Is it?
Starts with the attacker.
Attacker. So you're going to make my objective 1.
It's okay.
I was going to say it'd be easier to just leave the markers there and just number them with dice.
That's fine. So I'll make that 1 1. So on turning point 1, that won't be able to be captured. Which one do you want to?
Well, I'll make your objective 2, which it already was.
Then I will make this objective 3. Yes. No, wait, hold on. So on turn 3, that will turn off.
So you need to switch these 2 over. So each objective is 6 at the center diagonally.
So yeah, basically, because I'm the attacker, I decide, which is why this mission is a bit bad because it favors the attacker. So on turning point 1,
only these 3 objectives can be claimed.
Yeah, turning point 2, that turns off. That turns off. That turns off. So we have a special action we can perform called Divert Power. You can perform this while within black, so 1 inch of the objective marker it controls that is not offline, and that will be secured, and that is secured.
Yeah, so you have to do that to secure it to score the points.
If each time you perform Divert Power, you get 1 VP, so you can score a maximum of 3 VP a turn.
Yeah. So the only way to score maximum is to get all 3 of them every turn of the game.
Cool. All right. So then
I will take initiative.
Yep, go ahead.
Strategic ploys. So we gain our 1. Well, you gain 3 CP in total, 2 for having a leader and 1 for the first turn. I only have a single.
Yep. So I'm on 3. You're on 2.
I'm on 1 because
you're on 1. Sorry.
Both of them. I have. This is one difference. I have the Doctrine Imperatives, which are free, like the Guardsman orders in the Veteran Guardsman. I will activate the Protector Imperative, which is each time one of my operatives makes a shooting attack in the roll attack dice step before any other rerolls. If I've rolled 2 or more fails, I can reroll 1 of my dice. But in combat, I have to reroll 1 of my criticals before any other rerolls. And that stays active for the entire game unless I change it, which I can do once.
But I'm going to do bolter drill, so bolt weapons can fire twice, but I can't shoot. Can't fight twice. I can only shoot twice.
So you're down to 2. Do I do any? I'm not going to do any other strategic ploys. Any more strategic ploys?
No more strategic ploys for me. So it goes to reveal target. So tack ops.
So yes. So for myself, I do have. I will reveal triangulate. So I need to. So the short edges are our deployment edges. So I need to triangulate the 2 long ones and this far side.
Cool. I will reveal seize ground. So I have to pick a heavy trait terrain piece that is more than blue from my deployment zone. So I'll pick. I'll pick this one just because it's the closest one to me. So I'll put my card on it. So I need to basically secure this at the end of the game.
So I've got another one. I've got retrieval, which I have to reveal. So John gets to place a retrieval token anywhere in the kill zone that is not on a vantage point, and not wholly within blue of their drop zone.
Okay, so I get to choose where this goes.
Yeah, so it essentially has to be outside of blue of your drop zone, and not on a vantage point. Also, for this game, these 2 sections they're not vantage points, just the 2 on the side, the 2 crates, and the pump.
So you can't climb onto the top because everything's heavy. Vantage points are light. These are just scattered terrains, light and traversable for the barriers, and that's pretty much it. The crates are just heavy with vantage points. So I'm going to put down this retrieval token. I'm going to pop it. I'll just pop it on objective 2.
Sure. So any more tack ops from you?
I'm going to reveal protect assets. So if I kill 2 or more enemy operatives while within white of an objective marker, I get a VP.
Yeah. And it's all, as we've found out at the weekend from One World, all distances, no matter what, are measured from the centre. It's a long story.
Anything from you?
So I've got my 3rd one, which is my faction tack op 3, which for Hunter Clades is called Assassination Order. So you reveal the tack op in the target reveal step of the first turning point. Your opponent selects one of their operatives. If that enemy operative is incapacitated before the 4th turning point, so in 1, 2, or 3, I score a VP. And if I do the first condition with a Hunter Clade operative within square, I gain an additional VP. So it's kind of a bit like the Headhunter or Challenge, but you have turning points 1, 2, and 3 to do it, essentially. So you have to pick one of your operatives.
Okay, and you only get the extra bonus if you do it while within blue?
So I get 1 point if I do it in turns 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And then I get 1 point if I do it within blue.
Oh, okay, so if you don't do it by turning point 4, you don't score it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Before the 4th turning point.
I will nominate.
I have to do the first condition to get the 2nd point.
Let me I'll put the marker there. I think it's still too close. Yeah, it is. I'll just put this up to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, because that wall is basically where your drop zone is.
I will nominate my plasma gunner.
Okay. So as long as I kill him in the first 3 turning points, I score a point.
Yep.
I've got no more to reveal. Have you got any more to reveal?
I'll reveal central control. So if I've got more within the center, I get a VP. And if I do it again, I get another VP.
Right. So that's all that done. We go into the Firefight Phase.
Cool. You go first. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. All right. What do I want to actually do? So what we're going to do is we're going to activate my infiltrator who has infiltrated.
Yeah.
He's going to do a move up to the cover here.
Yeah.
So he should be in cover because he has a conceal order.
Yep.
And he cannot change his order.
Yeah.
And then he is within 3 of the edge of the board. Let's make sure he is within 3 of the edge of the board. So he is going to perform Triangulate as his second action and triangulate the board edge.
Hold on. I forgot the scores. Hold on, let me pause. Okay, there we go. We've got scores. Cool. So scores are back. So you've got that. Cool. So you've done that.
I've moved up, still in cover, triangulated. So that's got me one of the 3 edges I need to triangulate for the 4 points.
Yes.
So your first activation.
So if I want to get free, I have to suicide onto there, which I'm not really a fan of.
This is interesting because you've only got 6 activations compared to my 10.
Yeah. So...
And currently all bar one of my operatives is on conceal.
What I might do...
The advantage you do have is the 3 AP, so you can move dash and still take the points.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, if you also... I don't think you can get... No, you're not going to be able to get to do... Oh no, you could get to do central control with a dash afterwards.
Yeah.
You're leaving yourself in a vulnerable position, but...
Oh no, because of my base, like... Spoilers, you need one of these.
It shows up pretty well as well.
Because I'd still be concealed if I'm here.
Depending where I move.
You would have to move there to get a clear shot. This is rough.
Also, you're going to have to move out to clear the edge of the building, so...
Yeah, let's do that with my leader.
So it's going to be an inch to move out the building. 5 should get you to the...
So inch to go there, and then...
5 gets you onto the marker.
And then the dash would just get me there. So what I'll do is...
Well, do your first move, then do your dash. Because if you dashed before pushing the button, you'd be out of range.
Oh yeah, so I'll push the button and claim it. So...
You score 1 VP.
Immediately score 1 VP. And then he'll dash.
So your 3-inch dash from where you are gets you not quite up to the crate, but close enough.
Because technically, whatever, he's actually.
Yeah, the thing is, you're on old 25mm bases rather than 32s.
Well, it's like to get a clear shot on me, you have to go here, basically.
No, if I can go somewhere like here,
yeah,
I'll
that's
see
fine.
you, so.
Well, let me just double check. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. It's your stupid, crazy gunners I'm worried about. So that's done. So I've got a VP. Your turn.
My turn. We're just going to activate our ranger over here. He's just going to move over to the wall and pass his second action. So he's completely hidden behind the wall.
Okay, so I will activate next. So I can dash there. Not going to do that.
Because they're all concealed, so you wouldn't be able to shoot them. And I believe, yeah, you said the one with the Auspex is all the way over here. Is the one you said was the one?
That just gives no cover. It doesn't give ignore.
Oh, okay, right. I wasn't sure if the Auspex was like all the other ones where you can use it on another model to give.
It can, but just no cover.
Oh, okay. I think the mistake was everybody going engage.
Nope. No, it's fine. This plasma gun, this bolter gun is going to just run into the open onto 4.
Okay.
So move and dash.
Move dash and then press the button.
He's going to push the button. He's in the open, but he's a Black Templar, so yep.
He is full of zeal and zealotry.
You next.
Right. So yeah, I'm going to activate my infiltrator on the side here. He is going to...
they won't be able to hear that.
So activating the infiltrator, he's going to move up to here, and then he's going to dash into cover of the wall. And that's his action done. There's not much I can really do to stop you claiming the 3 points this turn.
So what I'll do is he's just going to move and dash.
He's not going to be able to get to... Oh no, move dash, he can get to like behind the wall there.
It won't be in cover.
No, because he can get behind this piece of wall. So he can, if you want to just get him within... Oh no, because he's not going to be within range. To be within range of the center of the board, he's going to have to be out of cover.
Because that's going to turn off. He's going to come out and shoot. Yeah, so I would, because I already control this, I'm just going to move and dash up to here.
Behind your sergeant.
Yep. That should be 1 inch away. That's less than an inch, but you get the idea. Well, I was just going to move and dash up to here.
Yeah. If you want to be in cover, you might as well there. But he's got an engage order, so it just means he gets to retain a dice.
Your turn?
So the missile can only move 6, can't it?
Yeah, he can only move red.
So I don't really have to worry about him too much. So yeah, we're going to activate the infiltrator, who's around here.
Yep.
He's going to go 2 out, and then he's got 4. I'm going to use my one of my infiltrates that's not for a ranger.
Yep.
To change his order to engage.
Yep.
He's then got 4 inches up to the wall here.
Yep.
And for his second action, which one do we want to shoot? Number 4. So this one or this one. They're both, well, he's in the open.
Yes.
So we will shoot the Marine who is in the open.
He's 2 inches from cover, heavy cover, so he's obscured.
Is he? Okay, well, we'll shoot.
Just because.
Shoot the other one then.
Yep. He is not, so you can freely shoot against him.
So I have 4 dice.
So you have 4 dice with ceaseless.
So I hit on 3s. I have ceaseless, but I also, before any rerolls, if I have 2 misses, I can reroll 1 dice.
Okay.
So I only have 1 miss, which is a 1, so I can reroll that into another crit. So I have 2 crits, 2 hits, and they do 3 and 4.
So retain 1. 2 free up saves.
Pass 1. So
I'll knock those 2 off.
So you knock off 2 hits, take 2 crits, and take 8 wounds.
Cool. So he's got
3 left.
3 left.
Yeah. It's a pretty good shot.
What was your battle tactic thingy again? So you get to reroll shooting misses.
So my doctrine is if I have 2 misses when shooting, I can reroll 1 dice.
What's the downside?
In combat, I have to reroll 1 of my criticals.
Okay, cool. So let's see. So my rocket guy is going to go he's going to go white, and white to here.
If you're going to do it, because he's going to have to go out and round.
Yeah, that's why I've measured that. So it's there.
So he can finish where that point is.
Yep. So he'll fire his rocket at you. Crack mode, because why not? 4 dice hitting on freeze with AP1.
Yep. Wow, he utterly whiffs unless you want to spend a command point to reroll dice. But I am in cover, so I automatically retain 1.
No, that's just a garbage miss, yep.
So you're not going to reroll anything?
There's no point, I'm not
supposed to see a point. I retain 1,
yep.
And then that blocks the hit.
Oh well, is what it is.
That was unfortunate.
Your turn?
My turn.
Because you got a free AP, but you can't dash, so...
You can't dash and fire. Yeah, so we're going to activate the other infiltrator.
Yep.
He's going to go 6. And then we will dash behind the heavy cover. So he's moved, dashed, and he's done.
I will activate my other Marine. So we'll move and dash up onto the point. And then he'll claim it.
Yep, so you claim 3 CP this turn, or 3 VP this turn.
I've maxed out my VP, and I've done everything. Your turn. I've got 1 guy left, 1 plasma gunner.
So what I'm going to do is... where is the rule? So I'm going to use, from the Alpha, who's behind the building here, he has a special rule, Control Edict. So once per turning point, when a ready friendly Hunter Clade operator is activated within square of this operative, you can select another ready friendly operative within square, eligible to be activated. After the first operative goes, the second operative can go.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is... Right, so we're going to use the... First of all, the Vanguard with the Omnispecs. He's going to activate first. He's going to use his action for the Omnispecs, which is 1 AP. He selects a friendly operative within 3 of the operative that he can see. So he's going to select the plasma gun.
Yeah.
And then I select an enemy. I just select an enemy operative. I'm going to select your guy on the point.
Yep.
So I gain. I ignore the smoke. You're not concealed, and the weapon has no cover.
Okay.
So you won't get you won't count as in cover.
Cool.
His second AP. No, he'll just pass for his second action.
Yep.
So then I'll activate the Ranger Plasma Gunner.
Yep.
I will use one of my 2 Ranger readies.
They won't hear that because you're speaking away from the mic.
I'll use one of the 2 readies I can use on Rangers from the stratagem to ready the plasma gun.
You mean change to engage?
Change to engage. So yeah, he will from where he is. He'll actually have to move slightly just to see the Marine. So he'll move slightly to the edge. He will be able to see the Marine, and he will now shoot the Marine on the point with his plasma Calvia. So it's AP1 normal. I will overcharge. So he's going to hit on 3s. I can reroll. If I get 2 misses, I can reroll 1 dice. So let's see what we roll. He gets 2 hits and 3 hits and 1 crit.
I'm dead.
So it's AP2. You get 1 dice, and that does 18.
I won't only Adeptus duty enter that because there's no point.
Yeah.
Then it's my turn. So I don't have to worry about anyone else. So my plasma gunner will edge out, and he'll just shoot.
Pop my guy.
Yeah.
Because he's the only thing he can see.
Do
you want to overcharge?
No.
So I've only got 4 upsaves, so no overcharge.
2 crits and 2 hits.
2 crits.
So you
2
got
hits.
2 AP1.
So I've got 1 auto save for being in cover and a 4 up save.
Bounced out.
It's 2 saves. You rolled 2 crits.
So you're dead.
Yeah, they're 12. Yep. So you kill me back. That's fine.
And then he'll just dash back. And I'm done.
You're done. Okay. So, right. So are we playing the stupid thing in Death of Duty?
Yes.
You get
We're playing as it rolled at Warhammer World, so if anyone dies now, they will not die until my next activation.
Which is the next turn.
Yes, because Overwatch is not an activation.
Yeah, even though it's an action, it's not an activation. So... Well, the thing is, do I basically want to kill a Space Marine? Which I can do.
How? No one else is on engage.
I can still change one of my Rangers, such as my Arc Rifle.
But you changed someone else already.
No, so I can change a normal one for Infiltrate.
Yeah.
And up to 2 Rangers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the way the stratagem is worded. It's and 2 Rangers can be also changed as well.
Oh, okay.
Which is why it costs a CP before the game starts.
I mean, it should have just been 1. But...
I mean, it should be 1, but if you do want to read it...
No, it's fine. It's rules as written.
If you select the Infiltration option, during the first turning point, you can also change the order of up to 2 friendly Hunter Clade Ranger operatives when each of them are activated.
Cool.
Yeah, when I first read it, I was like, okay, that's a bit strong, but... especially with the ability using the leader to activate 2 models simultaneously.
Yeah.
So I've got a guy who's a guy with a gun anyway who's engaged. So, so yeah, actually we'll activate the Dictat. Do I want to? So I can move him out and I can shoot the Marine on 3 wounds. So yeah, so we're going to activate our Ranger Dictat, who is going to move to the edge here. He has got an engage order already, and then he's going to shoot at your wounded Marine.
Okay.
He has to dash. He can't. He's got a heavy rifle, and he's only moving 3 anyway.
Yeah.
So he dashes because he can't move and fire because it's heavy. So he is 4 dice on 3s with 3, 4, and piercing 1.
Cool.
So I roll 3 hits. I can't reroll the 1 because I need to roll I need to roll 2 misses.
So you have AP1 or you don't?
I don't have AP1 because I didn't roll a crit.
Okay, so I
scored
one.
3 hits.
Need 2 free ups. Double crit.
Double crit. So you save. Nice. Otherwise you would have died.
Retained and 2 crits, so I'm fine. I get to Overwatch back.
Yep.
I'm going to Overwatch my missile into you. Because why not?
He may not be able to Overwatch him if it goes through...
Nope.
No, okay, yeah, he can, because it doesn't go through that bit of heavy cover.
Yep. So, it's 4 dice hitting on...
Hopes he doesn't whiff. Hitting on 3s, because he's a Marine. Oh, hitting on 4s, because Overwatch.
4 dice hitting on 4s, because of Overwatch. I'm using... Ooh.
You can't use frag, because you can't use blast on Overwatch.
You're right. So, 4 dice hitting on 4s. Hitting a crit. So, AP1, so you
so
minus
I retain 1.
1 4 up.
1 4 up. I get a crit, so I nullify all of it.
There we go. Whatever. Rubbish missile. Your turn.
You called it a missile launcher, and it has miss in the name. You should have called it a rocket launcher. Like the orcs do, and they hit. So you've Overwatched with your missile launcher, so he's done. So all you've really got is the 2 bolt guns you can Overwatch.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering if I want to kill him so if in Death of Duty ends and he's gone, or try and kill the missile launcher. Again, you win Death of Duty ends, he lives, but he'll then die after the action if he doesn't kill anything. Will the arc rifle be able to kill him? It's 4-5 damage. It can do it with AP1. So we're going to activate our Ranger Gunner, who's our second one to use the switch to engage from the stratagem. So he's using the second Switcher Ranger to the engage order from the stratagem. He's going to move into a bit of an exposed position.
Who is he shooting?
He's going to, should be able to, from here, shoot at your missile launcher.
Yep.
Yep, he can shoot the missile launcher, who won't be in cover.
Nope.
So the arc rifle is 4 dice, hitting on 3s, with 4-5 damage, AP1 and stun. So I roll 2 hits, a crit and a miss. I don't have 2 misses, so I can't change that.
2 free up saves. 1 free up.
So it's 4 and 5, which is 9. Doesn't kill you, but you do take stun, so you'll be -1 AP in your next turn.
So I'm down to 2 wounds. Then I get to Overwatch.
Yep. So with your bolt gun or your bolt gun, I think he's the only one who has a shot at these guys.
Yeah, the wounded guy will shoot your arc rifle. So 4 dice.
On 5s now.
Yeah, because I'm wounded.
Overwatching and wounded.
3 hits.
Scores 3 hits though.
So you get 3 4-ups.
3 4-up saves. Save 2, take 1, so I take 3 damage.
Yep.
So he's taken 3, he's got 4 remaining. And the last thing I've got left is my leader. He's just going to slightly move up behind the wall and pass his second action.
Okay, so at the end of turning point 1, I get 1 for central control.
Yes. Why didn't I...
You should have got to triangulate.
Yeah, I should triangulate with his second action, but I can do it next turn. I haven't killed your... You said the guy with the scoped bolt gun, was it? Or was it the normal bolt gun guy?
He's got the Auspex.
Yeah, but which guy did...
I put the plasma gunner.
Oh, it was the plasma gunner, yeah, right. He's the one I need to kill. I didn't get extra triangulate, and haven't done retrieval yet.
So it's 4-0 to me. So then... Reroll for turning point 2. I had priority, right?
I had priority. 2-1. I win the priority roll, though.
Yep. So I'm back to 3 CP.
Yeah, I gain 1 CP, so I'm on 2. I will... So this is the point I can choose to change my imperative once per game to a different imperative. But I think I will stay... Yeah, I'll stay with Protector Imperative, which is the shooting one, so I can re-roll. You might want to ready all your operators. So I can re-roll a dice if I roll 2 misses. So I won't change that, but do I want to use any other stratagems? No point doing that. So I haven't got any stratagems to do.
I will. I think I'll spend a CP again to do...
Bolter drill?
Yeah, bolter drill. So I'm down to 2.
Yep. Right.
Anything from you?
No, I've got none to do. Any No, you revealed all your tacticals. I revealed all my tacticals. So we just go into the firefight.
You get your first activation?
Yes. Which will go with the arc rifle. We will try and finish off your missile launcher.
Yep.
So 4 dice on 3s is the missile launcher. So again, I can't re-roll. So just 1 crit and 2 hits.
Oh, he's dead.
It's AP 1. Yeah, you've only got 2 saves.
I will spend a CP for only in death does duty end, so I have 1 CP left.
Yep, so he dies, but will still live. And then what we will do is we will move up behind the heavy cover where he should now be out of sight.
So what I'll do with my rocket...
He's got -1 AP this turn. He just doesn't count as being injured. The Archetype is not removed from the kill zone until the end of your activation and does not count as being injured. Doesn't clear being stunned. So you use it when incapacitated, is not removed from the kill zone, and does not count as being injured. You've got the and they shall know no fear, which until the end of the active's operative, he ignores modifiers to APL and not injured.
Yeah, I'll do that as well, so I'm down to 0.
So you spend the other CP. So you do, yeah. So you indefinitely end when I shoot him. He knows no fear, so he gets his 3 actions.
Cool, someone's 5. Your turn?
My turn. Yeah, so we're going to use the command imperative from the leader. Both my Omnispecs and my Plasma Gun are both within 3, so I can activate them in whichever I want. The first one will be the Omnispecs. He will choose the Gunner, and he'll choose your Marine behind the cover.
Yep.
His second action, he's not within 3 of there, so he can't vantage, so he can't triangulate, so he's just going to move up behind the wall. I'll then activate the Plasma Gun, who will move along the wall, and then fire a shot at the Marine. So he gains, you're not obscured, he gains no cover on his weapon, so you don't get the cover. You're not in heavy cover anyway, so the obscurity doesn't matter.
Cool, so if you hit, he's dead. He's got 3 wounds.
He's got 3 wounds. Yeah, so I will... so you only got 2 saves, so I need to hit... I actually need to hit you 3 times, because if I only hit 3... If I only hit twice, you could save. So I won't risk overcharging. I rolled 2 crits and a hit.
Dead.
So he dies to the plasma.
And
so he's gone.
My turn next. So I'll claim 4.
Yep.
Then I'll fire my bolt gun into there.
Yep. So
4 dice hitting on 3s.
Yep. So
2 hits and a crit. So you get 3.
So I'm in cover, so I retain 1 automatically, and then 2 4-up saves. Make 1. So you've got 2 crits, didn't you?
A crit and 2 hits.
Crit and 2 hits. I'll block the 2 hits.
So you take 4 damage, so you're wounded.
Yep, I have 3 remaining, but he's more than done his job.
And then I'll just move up to the point.
Yep, move up to the centre of the board.
Centre, yep. Not done. Your turn.
You're done. I'm going to activate my Vanguard, who's behind the building around here.
Yep.
He's going to move up round behind the pillar, and he's within 3 of the edge, and he will triangulate this board edge.
Cool, so you get 1 VP?
Yeah, I only have this board edge left to triangulate for the second VP.
Then I will move up to there and pass.
Okay.
Nope, you should just be out of charge range for my movement.
No, that's fine. Again, I would have to reroll 1 of the crits unless I use another stratagem, which lets me choose an operative, and he has a different doctrine activated.
Yep.
But what we will probably do instead is we will... So the Dictate is going to switch to Conceal.
Yep.
And he is going to move up behind the barricade and then press the button. Score me a victory point. So all 3 objectives this round have been claimed.
Cool.
Your action.
I'll dash out.
Yep.
I'll shoot your other guy.
Yep, shoot my plasma.
Not going to Overwatch. 4 dice hitting on 3s with AP1.
God, but yeah. 2 crits and a hit, so I die because even if I retain 1, I save 1, so I block a crit, take a crit hit and die. He gets some sweet revenge there.
And then...
So he dashed out, didn't he? So
yeah, he dashed out. So what I'll do is I'll just move 3 back. Just exactly back there.
Yep.
Your turn, and I'm...
So you're done activation, so you've only got Overwatches left.
Yep.
So what we might as well do is activate the Sakaran.
Yep.
He will switch to... he's going to move up to here.
Yep.
And he's going to shoot the Bolt Gun Marine.
Yep.
So he has 4 dice with the stub carbine on 3s. 1 miss, so I can't re-roll it. So 3 hits.
3 free-ups.
Yep. Save 1, so you take 3 damage.
Need 6.
No, you saved... Yeah,
Saved 1.
I thought you saved 2, sorry.
No.
Oh, sorry, you take 6
Dice
damage.
rolls have been bad, so I've got 5 wounds left.
He is injured.
Yep. I will Overwatch back.
Yep, so on 5s...
2 hits.
it's on 5s, because it's 3, 4 to Overwatch, 5
1 hit,
injured.
so you save.
So 1 for cover. Right, so I've got... So the only thing you can Overwatch with is your plasma gun, so as long as I don't leave myself in front of him, I'm fine.
Yep.
So we're going to activate the Alpha. His first action is he's going to triangulate this edge of the board.
Yep.
Score me the second point of triangulate. Then he is going to... 1 action, so he's just going to move slightly behind the building, still out of sight towards the edge.
Pass.
You pass. So we're going to activate the Sakaran on this side of the board.
Yep.
He will switch to an engage order. So he's going to move up to behind the wall.
Yep.
So you can go there. So it can be the button next turn. And shoot the wounded marine.
Yep.
So 3s on the stub carbine. So I have got 2 misses, so I can re-roll 1 of the misses. So it's 3 hits.
So retain 1 because of cover.
So
save
you
2,
save 2, take 3 more wounds. So you've got 2 left. And I've just got 1 guy left to go.
Yep, so I pass.
So you pass. So my last infiltrator is going to move up onto the vantage point.
Yep.
Because he's by the pillar.
Yep.
He's going to switch to an engage order.
Yep.
And he's going to try and finish off the marine.
Yep.
He gets 3 misses, so he can reroll 1 of them. Oh, they're actually 1s. He's got ceaseless, so I can reroll 1 of them for the doctrine, which I have to do first. I still have 2. I've still got 2 1s, which I can use ceaseless on. So crit and 3 hits.
Dead. End of the turn, so I get 1 for central control.
Yep. So you've completed central control.
Yep.
You haven't taken anyone out on a command point, so you don't get any protect assets, and you don't seize any of that at the moment. So it goes into turning point 3. So ready everybody, and then we get a command point, and then we roll for initiative.
All right. So we roll off for priority. 6, cool.
So John gets priority.
I go back to 1 CP. I'm not going to play any attack ops.
I go up to 3 CP. Do I want to change my doctrine? Not. I will stay on the Protector Imperative. So you're not doing any stratagems?
No.
No,
there's no point.
You. I've got no strategy ploys to do.
Okay.
So I've got no tactical ploys. You're first operative. So this
is off.
Is off. So actually, it didn't matter where I moved him over there.
What I'll do is I'll dash forward, overcharge my plasma into you.
Sure.
4 dice.
3s. Oh, lucky you didn't.
2 crits and a hit, so you have 1 save.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I'm dead because I failed to save that.
And then I will move back and deny you scoring your 2 attack ops.
That's fine. All he's been doing at the back there is
murdering stuff.
Well, so he can jump over there and...
You can charge my leader.
Yeah. I'll be going first. You're not going to kill me in one hit. So what I am going to do is use command override. Excuse me, it's fine. So I'm going to use command override. So when a ready friendly Hunter Clade operative is selected, select one doctrine imperative that is not active until the end of the turning point. That operative has that active one. So he's going to change to Conqueror imperative. So each time he fights in combat, he can re-roll one of my attack dice, but he has to re-roll a crit when shooting.
Yep.
So he is going to charge over the wall. So it takes 2 to go over the wall, and then he has 6, and he ends in the 1-inch engagement range.
Yep. So he just has 3 attacks, right?
He's got 4 attacks. No, you're thinking of the Rust Stalkers, which they nerfed.
So he's just got the Rending Blade.
He's got a Power Sword. He's an Infiltrator. I did say I have 4 Infiltrators.
I thought the Infiltrators had the Rending Blades.
No, the Rust Stalkers are the...
So what does he have?
He has a power weapon and a stub carbine with 4 dice. He is this guy here.
Yeah,
power
cool.
weapon, 4 dice, 3,
Cool.
6, lethal 5+.
Cool.
So, yeah, his second action will be to stab your Space Marine captain in the back.
Cool.
So I roll poorly. I can reroll one of my dice. I get 2 hits. I'll reroll one of my dice for my imperative.
Nope.
Misses. Oh.
5 dice hitting on 3s with my Power Fist. I've got a crit
and a hit.
Crit and hit.
So I'm striking first. So what I will do... I actually want you to kill me, because then that'll... Well, you could then charge away. So no, we'll parry your first attack.
I'll punch you for 7.
You punch me for 7. I have 3 left. And I will punch you for 4.
Cool. And how many wounds do you... How much damage did you do? 4?
I did 4, yeah. It's a standard power weapon, so
Cool.
it's 4/6.
So,
That was a relatively low roll from me. A crit would have been nice, but...
So I will go. I don't have to change my order because you charged me.
Yep, you don't need to be engaged to fight, just to
So
charge.
if I roll a hit, you're dead.
Yeah, if you roll 1s and 2s.
I rolled 2 crits and 3 hits, so I Power Fist you away.
That's fine.
I trigger 1 for Protect Assets, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you need to kill a second model.
And then...
Move on to the point and press it,
Yep.
I'm assuming. So you score another point. So you've got 8 wounds left. So our next model will be the Vanguard around here.
Yep.
So he's going to walk around the side of the building. I can actually... He's not injured, so it's not going to make a difference. So yeah, we'll... I might as well, so when I activate, I'm going to spend a CP, and I can heal D3 wounds on the operative.
Okay.
So he is going to heal 1 wound. So he's up to 5. This means 1 bolt gun crit won't kill him. So he's going to shoot you with the arc rifle into the face.
Cool.
I have
Crit and a
2
hit.
misses, so I can reroll one of them.
So 2 free-up saves?
2 crits and a hit.
So
you make 2, so...
What's your damage?
5/4. So those are 5.
I'll pay in Death Duty end, so I'm fine.
Yeah, so you're still -1 AP for next turn.
That's fine.
So the whole thing is, like, if I shoot you again now...
It doesn't matter. It does it until my next activation.
If you take any wounds,
it doesn't
you become
kill me.
incapacitated. That is the stupidity of
I
rules.
stay alive forever. You activate. Go ahead.
So he's done. That's fine. So number 3 is not doable. So we're going to activate this guy. Stay concealed. Well, actually, you can't. So we're actually going to move over here. We're going to move here. Pop the button. So score a VP.
Yep.
You get an Overwatch shot with your... Oh, no, you can't because you're concealed. And your plasma gun can't see anything.
Yep.
So I can't lose number 3.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to move up because of your base.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of moving just into here because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'm in cover from wherever you shoot me.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna move around, dash to here. Stay engaged, 'cause if I go first, I can possibly shoot him to make you burn another CP.
Cool.
So I've got 2 models left. You can't stun you twice, annoyingly, otherwise I'd shoot you with stun again to remove another CP, APL.
I've locked you out of your special one, and you need to get to that for retrieval.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, it's only there, I can retrieve it next
Oh,
turn.
yeah, totally.
Yeah, so he's going to move and dash round. You pass because you can't see anything. So, 2, 4, dash. So he's going to move and dash round. Stay concealed because he doesn't need to be anything else.
Okay, end of the turning point.
Yep.
So it was just 8-4. I don't score anything more on my attack ops. Then we roll off for the final turn.
Yep. 4.
5. I will go first, actually.
So you've got to activate your sergeant, otherwise you can't do your
Let's
person
see,
down.
what can you do? Yeah, I'll go
So first of all, stratagems.
No, yeah, I have to decide who goes first. So I will.
God, I just run away. I'll like claim points and run away from you.
Yeah, I'll go first. And no strategic. I've got back up to 1 CP.
I'm on 3 still. So you're not doing any strategic ploys.
Nope.
So yeah, I'm going to spend 1 on neurostatic interference. Until the end of the turning point, when an enemy operative is within... That's only that's when you do after. Well, I'll do it anyway. So as long as if you're within Pentagon of a friendly Hunter Clade infiltrator operative, each time the enemy operative fights in combat or makes unit attack, in the roll attack dice step, your opponent cannot reroll their attack dice.
Okay.
So, no, but it means you can't spend a CP to reroll a really bad hit.
I'm not going to play anything for you.
No, that's the only one I'm playing. So your first action is going to have to be him.
And then he's just going to charge 6. Well, red is easily within range.
So he's going to charge into my infiltrator.
5 dice, hitting on freeze with brutal.
It's not bad. I've got 4 dice hitting on 3s. Crit hit.
So I'll hit you for 7.
Hit me for 7.
I'm immortal.
You're going to die. There's no point doing it. So I hit you.
But it doesn't matter because we're going off the way they ruled it out.
No, because...
So I only get incapacitated at the end of my turn. So
you're not. No, it says you're not removed from the board until the end of the turn.
Yeah, but they were playing as you still get to fight.
Yeah, because what should happen is I attack you, wound you, you go below 0 wounds, and you're now incapacitated, and the fight ends.
But currently, rules is written that doesn't happen because of my amazing employee. So
is that because you're
Black Templars
beaten so much?
And then I punched you. See, dead.
Yeah,
we both die.
Yep.
I don't trigger.
You can't
that
trigger it because you died.
Your turn.
Because you only had 2 AP anyway, so charge and fight was your 2 AP.
Yep.
My turn. So number 4 is turned off.
Yes. You'll be able to control it, but not pick it up. So you have to be wholly within white of it, so 2 inches.
Is that the pickup action, or is it because I'm?
It's the pickup action.
Yeah. So I'm just double checking because I've generally not used this one that much because it's one of those odd ones. You've actually got to be within triangle of an objective.
That's worse for you.
Yeah. So actually, you were wrong. It's triangle.
Triangle, my bad.
But anyway, so I'm not going to actually go and pick that up, which is annoying.
Oh.
So all I can do is, and I can't claim that one because I also need to be within triangle to claim it.
Yep.
So you're on 8. So the most I can score is 2. They're all concealed. He is not concealed. Can he get a shot at you? You haven't even used in Death to the Ends this turn.
No, I haven't. No.
So actually, what I might as well do is just switch him to conceal.
Yep.
And then he'll just pass.
Okay.
There's nothing. No, hang on. He's within 3 of that. Yeah, so he'll just pass.
Cool. It's technically within black, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, is it within black? No, it's. Oh yeah, it's No, I was reading the blue for the. Well, he will move a millimeter as one of his actions to get within range. So.
I mean, you won't be able to get there if I just move and contest.
5. Yeah.
So, what do I want to do?
In Death to the End is really stupid. You only score 1 point from it, so you won't score 2 points.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to move and dash. So I'm going to go onto there.
Score a point.
Score a point. It's going to stay there.
So, yeah, essentially you had the choice of scoring a point or scoring a point.
So I should now automatically win, but we'll play out.
Because even if I kill you, you'll win death until the end.
So I will always contest that. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't get in range of it anyway. So, and you've done the action on it.
Yes.
So my guy here will pop this objective for a point.
Yep.
And he'll just stay concealed.
I can't do anything.
You can't overwatch. So my Vanguard will move up, pop the other point for a point.
Yep.
And my leader will just sit there, because even if I can't charge you. Even if I shoot you, you don't die.
Yes. Because I will. I've got 1 CP, so only in Defter's duty end to always contest.
5 inch, 3 inch doesn't get me close enough. Well, you're not even gone there. So.
No, I'm not even bothered to. I was hoping to, but my guys died really quick. So
yeah. So there's nothing else. Well, no, because he'll. Yeah, because he won't even die at the end of the turning point.
No, you killed him too late.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, you killed him. Kill him too late.
That's fine. Yeah, I pass with my leader.
So then it ends. We get +2 for being painted.
Yeah.
Oh,
but so far nobody has scored that because everybody has been painted in every event.
But anyway, I don't score protect assets. I've already maxed out central control. I don't score seize ground, but I'm on objective 2 and contesting your thing.
Well, there's nothing. Doesn't matter being on it. Being on it means nothing.
But you just you only score triangulate maxed out, and that's it. So I somehow win by 3 points.
Recon was not great.
Well, I think the problem was, so I feel like you were trying to deny me protect assets by staying away from the points on turn 1.
No, I wasn't. I can't use this one turn 1.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get to these ones
in time, yeah.
On turn 1 without basically leaving a guy in the open to get shot, and I physically couldn't get to this one to use it in turn 1.
Because I think what basically won me was getting 3 points turn 1.
What also won you was Marines having 3 APL, because you could move dash claim, move dash claim.
Yeah, I mean,
and move dash claim.
My CP usage was terrible. I don't think I ever used bolter drill at all, so I probably should have.
Yeah, you triggered it first turn, had no shots. With your you had 1 shot with your bolt gun, but it was an Overwatch shot.
Yep.
Turn 2, you triggered it, and again had no bolt gun shots. I had enough models to bait out all of your primary activations.
Yeah, it was like I think it was if it was any other mission, I probably would have been wiped because if you're double concealed, like I knew
having not read what they can do. It's a suddenly I'm just going to do this and this.
Well, it's like I knew you were going to pick infiltrate, but I didn't want to pick it because I needed the dash to get to the objective, which did help.
It might have been better it may slightly been better to maybe pick recon because I would have got 3 dashes.
I think that probably would have been better.
50-50.
Killing me was fine.
Being able to be concealed until you're done and then just popping out and shooting your guys. Not killing the guy there because he had 3 left and then not killing the missile launcher.
I don't think my missile launcher killed anyone.
No, he did. He blew up my dude with a shot. When he in Death and Duty End survived for the next turn.
No, it was the plasma gunner.
The plasma gunner shot somebody. No, the plasma gunner killed this guy up here. Missile launcher. Well, no, yeah, missile launcher whiffed completely.
Yeah. He whiffed, and then when he died, he just spent another CP to run and claim 3.
And claim 3. Yeah.
Missile launcher was useless.
I think in Death and Duty End needs to be.
I mean, we know how it's supposed to work.
Well, again, it's the way you're not incapacitated, but you're not removed from the board. The moment you take 1 more wound, you then would become incapacitated again, and then are removed from the board. Because otherwise, you essentially have an immortal Space Marine. Yeah.
So what they should do is firstly clarify that it doesn't last. It lasts until the end of the turning point.
Yeah, that's one thing.
And the first time you are it dealt damage to be incapacitated, you are.
Yeah, you then still die. So it still takes you still get the chance, if they haven't gone yet, to activate before they die.
Yeah.
But it means there's no point using it on a guy who's already activated.
Man of the match, though, I think...
Plasma gun, he just popped out. He held off 2 VP, killed a guy. Yeah. Again, if you hadn't killed this guy, he might have been able to pop down. And
I think I would like
with the way your save rolls went.
Yeah, I mean, my dice were bad, but... Captain Fisto, he did quite well.
Yeah, I was more hoping when I went in with the power weapon, I can get a 6 and a 4. I could get like a couple of crits. It's lethal 5+. So I was
Yeah,
hoping
because
for
I was going to only endeavour to be in there.
Yeah.
So.
Last thing, I was hoping for 1 or 2 crits with a hit, and hoping you rolled slightly worse.
Fisto, his eyes. Yeah, because the thing is, I think it was Plasma Gunner, because that, even though the problem is, it's like I had with Challenge, because he's actually a ranged fighter, he did kill effectively someone every turn.
Yeah, and also, because you do have the 3 AP, it did nullify my tackle a bit, because you could dash, shoot, move back, dash, shoot, move back. But it did mean he was being used unoptimally.
Actually, that was the way I was going to use him, because like I can't move into the open until your special weapon.
No, but you could have moved up, you could have concealed up behind cover.
I thought about it, but I prefer just going back and forth.
Yeah. But again, I made sure I kind of you had very little things to actually shoot.
But everything he shot at died.
Well, yeah, you shot a Vanguard Ranger Gunner, and you shot the car on top and rolled 2 crits and hit.
Yeah, but so MVP is my plasma gun. I don't know what your MVP is.
I think the team as a whole worked pretty well.
You can't pick the team as an MVP.
The leader is pretty good with being able to activate 2
I think it was your leader.
Yeah, because I could activate the Omnispecs. So, as most other factions that have like a thing that lets you have a second model shoot with a bonus, like the recon drone and the spotter for the guard and the comms boy for the orc or whatever it is, being able to activate one guy, give them a buff, then activate the guy you need to shoot with is good. But it kind of forces you into taking a ranger or a vanguard leader.
Yeah. I think like it's weird, right? I mean, like, so if you didn't watch at home, we played at Warhammer Worlds, whatever. So Charles, you came 6th.
Yeah, I came 6th using a Forge World team because Hunter Clades came out the morning of the event.
So I've already made my thoughts. I think I've already made my decision. You've only played one game with the Hunter Clades compared to Forge
I need to. So that's 8. I played like 10 games with the Forge World team. So
more than that.
4 at Bad Moon, 4 at Warhammer World, and 1 or 2 before that.
16 now, I think. 15 or 16.
No, total games, yeah. But like with the Forge World, only about 10.
Yeah.
So I kind of know how they work, and they can pick security for their tactical objectives. And security is quite... Like, I would have had probably central control, hold a piece of terrain, and probably protect assets. Yeah, I would have scored that.
By the time this video goes out, I would have done my TAC-Op Tactica. I don't think... the rules are good.
These have a lot of versatility with the scouting stuff, the being able to infiltrate a guy. Because I was like, I've got to get all the way over here to do my 3rd point and triangulate. I was like, hang on, I can just infiltrate a guy over here, walk around the corner, triangulate, and that's the hardest one to do. It was a flank threat.
I like recon, but the problem is you're throwing too much CP to score recon with this kill team. Yeah. I think I prefer...
You've got Search and Destroy is your other one. They do have 3 of their own tack-ops.
I prefer the Forge World thing. I think you lose a lot of special rules, but you lose flexibility.
Well, some of the special rules didn't even come into play. So like the Vanguard operator has the Rad Aura. So if you're within 2 inches of him, you count as injured.
White, yeah.
So White, yeah. You count as injured. That never came into play because he was around there, and my other one was my leader. The leader, actually, his rule came into play a lot. The stratagems, the imperative, so their doctrine, is better and worse. You have to roll 2 misses to trigger it, which is worse, but it's great when you roll a really bad roll. Whereas the one in the Forge World is you just get to reroll 1 dice, but it only lasts for 1 turn.
Yeah.
So every turn being able to reroll a miss on 2 dice versus for 1 turn being able to reroll 1 miss. It's a very 50-50. You would need to play more games, get the rules and the timing down a bit better when to use things.
Yeah, it's like you get more tools, but at the cost of flexibility.
Yes, yeah.
You have more flexibility via the rules, but I don't like that you're basically locked into recon every game.
You could do Search and Destroy. It depends on who you're against. I think Search and Destroy versus
Seek
the
and
Marines... Sorry, Seek and Destroy. Versus the Marines, I wasn't going to get Rout because you were going to move out of your zone. Challenge is a maybe. I could have challenged just like one of your regular guys. Execution, again, a maybe. The Marksman, Rob and Ransack, they're possible to score. But
not
when you're
fighting,
kill team, when you're fighting a Marine, it's just more difficult because they've got that few extra wounds.
Yeah. I think you can make recon work with the Hunter Clades. The problem is you're just investing a lot of.
But it's also just working out which are the best tactical objectives to do. Like I could have taken Vantage, and I would have scored at least 1, 2 maybe on Vantage.
There's 4 vantage points.
I could have moved up onto this one. Like once I'd started thinking out your team, I could have moved up onto this vantage point, scored that one. So I would have scored Vantage, which scored me 2, bring me to 10 to 11.
Shout out if you're. I'm gonna probably do an article on this instead of a video, but you need this Army Painter laser target lock. All the pro players use it. It's like really good for marking out.
Yeah. It's just really useful just for when you need to make a straight line and you're trying to go like, well, my ruler or my template doesn't cross this part here, and you just put a laser line down and go.
Seriously, it makes the game so much easier. Every good player.
It's used for a lot of other games, and it just removes the ability to argue that a line isn't a straight line. You do need to have a kind of steady hand though, because if you're very wobbly, it kind of
But it's really good. So like the key thing, I mean, this is just a tangent off, but like for heavy terrain, right? As you saw during the game, it basically showed the moment it crossed and we were 2 inches away, like over here. It kept that marine alive, which would have been
because
really
I couldn't shoot that one who was in the cover, who was out in the open, but it crossed the part of the terrain, so he was safe.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. It was thank you for the games.
Yeah, it was after your dismal round 1 shooting and me taking out like 2 marines in round 1.
How much of you did I kill?
You killed 3 models.
4.
4?
Yeah.
No, you killed 2 infiltrators. 3 infiltrators and
I killed
the
4.
plasma gun. 4 out of 10.
I killed all your
Oh, yeah. 5,
you moved them off.
Yeah, they're dead. So you killed the 4 infiltrators because you charged the last one, and the plasma gun. So I had 4 guys left.
So I killed half of your kill team.
Guys. Yeah, you killed half the kill team
at the cost of 5 marines.
Which I'm pretty sure when the plasma gun gets home, he's going to be a bit told off for that.
Well, he's a veteran plasma gunner now. He's a Black Templar. He's going to get promoted. I mean, the weird thing, what I will say about tacticals, right? If they had like a little bit more rules, they'd be fine. It's like
maybe 1 more model, because you get 6 or 5? You get 6.
5. You get 6. So the weirdest thing is they're locked into 2 archetypes. I thought they had all 4 like Chaos Space Marines. They only have Seek and Destroy and Security. So I mean,
but security is a you probably said this in your video.
Security is the best.
Yeah, you probably said in your video.
It's just weird. I mean, the weird thing is the stratagems are basically all locked, and the equipment. But anyway,
there's a lot of equipment, but
it's all locked into Primaris.
I mean, you've only played Marines once.
Oh no, I played off stream. I've played Infiltrators.
Oh yeah, but not tacticals though.
Infiltrators had they only have 1 more wound. They're 1 less body. They actually didn't do as good as I think because it was difficult for them to double
you don't
shoot.
have things like a plasma gun. You don't have a missile launcher. You gain a little bit in the Primaris, but you lose out flexibility from guns.
But yeah, I mean, this is a fun game. I didn't think I would win.
And
Black Templars forever.
Even with a lot of divvying around, we still had 20 minutes left from an hour and a half. So that only took about an hour odd.
Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed
20 minutes setup. So yeah.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed the battle report. I'm gonna think what to do next, because I need to paint up stuff.
Well, I mean, you've got a huge pile of Drakari that need painting up, John.
Yeah, and Harlequins. And Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, we'll work on it. But until next time, keep rolling crits.
Thank you.
So there you have it. That was interesting. Still shocked that I won. Not going to lie. But as I said in the post-game chat, pretty sure it was due to the mission. If we were playing any other mission, I think the Hunter Clade would have wiped me out earlier. We did make a few mistakes. I think the biggest one was when Charles parried my Power Fist and then hit me. But I think we covered it in the post-game chat. I would have parried him anyway. I just needed him to only roll 2 hits. So, the only thing it wouldn't have changed much. So that was just a little error on our part. But apart from that, it was, I think the biggest misplays I did is I wasted so many CP on bolter drill when I didn't have the ability to shoot twice. As Charles said, I should have just concealed up. But my plan was kind of just suicide on the points, which I did. And it was basically play the mission and hope I can deny tac ops, denying Charles's faction headhunter even though Charles was like, oh, you kept your plasma gun out of the game, he was still killing someone every turn because he could dash out, shoot, and then move back. So he was still really, really useful. And I managed to get central control early, so I'm really happy with security. And then with recon, I think Charlie just got a bit unlucky. What do you call it? Basically, scanning the board edges is really good for him. But he was testing out some of their faction tac ops as well. But as we mentioned earlier and as we discussed, I think they crave security, but security would probably make them broken. And as me and Charles have discussed going on, we believe the new bespoke kill teams they're making, especially what we've seen in White Dwarf, it feels like the developers realize the strength that you get in the compendium of basically mixing and matching archetypes for tac ops, which you shouldn't really be able to, because it can lead to like very abusive and powerful combos. So we feel the reason the Hunter Clades don't have security is a balance reason, which would make sense. They'd probably be too good. And it's interesting to see how that go in the future. I will say their special rules are amazing. The fact that they can double infiltrate someone in terms of change two people's, 3 operatives switching orders in one turn is crazy. And the fact you can double activate your special weapons. So you can't run 4 special weapons, but going plasma caliver and arc rifle into someone is just gonna mess someone up. You either kill 2 operatives or you basically kill 1 giant operative. And they have lots of tricks. I think the main thing that lets them down is just the tac ops, because they can do recon, but they have to invest CP to do recon, which is not too bad. The only problem is it makes you quite predictable, and seek and destroy, while nice, they don't really excel at it. So it's not like they're terrible at it, but they're not great at it either. And yeah, still we had problems with the mission because I was the attacker. Maybe if Charles was the attacker, he probably would have scored some more points. But the thing is, because I had free APL, I can just move dash onto a point and claim it. He probably would have only been able to claim just his point, while I would have gotten 2, and then I could have fall back to get 3. So it was a really interesting game. Obviously, only in Adeptus GTN was very, very powerful, especially with the way we were playing it. And, it may not last, but even then, what I was using it for to just survive, because Overwatch, as we said, isn't an activation, it's just an action. It's kind of the only things keeping the tactical Marines going. I did like their flexibility, but my main problem with them is the cool equipment and stratagems are kind of locked into the Primaris kill teams, so you kind of find it a bit lacking. You get more flexibility with the tactical squad at the cost of lack of rules. But, I hope it was an interesting battle report to watch, because it was interesting to play, and I honestly thought I was going to lose, so go Black Templars. But before we go, please remember to like and subscribe, as well as comment about what you thought of the battle report and what you'd like to see in the future for the channel, as well as, future bat reps. And once again, thank you to Charles for playing, because, you didn't have to. And, well, he is now technically the best Adeptus Mechanicus player for Kill Team in the world / UK, because, he came, I think, 7th or 6th or 5th. He came in the top 8 for the Warhammer World Kill Team tournament, which was 3 wins and a loss. Amazing play. So, Charles is on it with his Admech. And yeah, basically to summarize, he kind of prefers the Forge World Kill Team over the Hunter Clades, but I'm going to experiment some more and see how that goes. So remember, until next time, no matter how many crits you take to the face, as long as you keep running onto the point and believe, you can always win in Kill Team.